Welcome to holidaygirl1225's game, secrets, glitches, and theories blog. Today, the official Dragon Blazers website was updated with a bunch of weird links. I searched around the official website for clues and found about 26 pages so far. It doesn't seem to be an ARG as there's no puzzles and it doesn't lead to anything. Anyone else think the devs might have been eating a little too much fruitcake this year? Mood? Curious. Listening to Blood Crushers the Band, Raise Up Your Bat. Another epic post, holidaygirl1225. Can I be a mod? This blog definitely needs more posts, and possibly better ones. Whoever is prank calling my phone needs to stop! Maybe you shouldn't put your phone number in your username? An excellent idea, my fellow mod, and I made an account just for being full admin to be more secure. It would be better than mod anyway. Please give me privileges. By the way, prankers, once I become admin, you will be hit not with the ban hammer, but the ban bird. A halberd for banning people. Savor your last moments now. How are they still calling me? Sorry, my computer is bugged, lol. Looks like the admin panel isn't working, lol. I can't give you privileges. Sorry you won't be able to be mod or admin. It's nice having you comment though. As for the phone calls, your old posts are up there with the phone number still. Are you saying I should delete my posts? I may worship you as a mod, but that's too far even for me. As for your computer, worry not, I can fix it. I have my way with computers. Calculators want to kiss me. Laptops love me. With a flick of my wing, your computer will sing. Sorry for the lack of posting. I accidentally deleted Minecraft and it took all day to figure out how to get it to work again. Fortunately, the prank caller helped me get it back, and now we are playing together. If anyone else wants to play, I'm putting the details of our server below. Removed by mod. Aw, that's cute. I think I need to lock this thread as it contains personal information. Thanks everyone for your interest. Thread has been locked. Normal users can no longer post. Does Dragon Blazers have sports? I never played it. OMG, sports! Hi! Lol. You should play it! Can there be a soccer ball in the game? No? Thanks. I learned a lot. I do not think I will use this website anymore. Did anyone else wander around this screen as a kid? Image blocked. The cross-shaped maze in the ice area from Dragon Blazers. Once you go in it, no matter where you go, you'll always be brought back to the same room. Normally, one of the characters is supposed to guide you through the maze, but it became one of the most famous, or should I say infamous, parts of the game because if you go there without that character, you'll get basically stuck. Forever. The developers actually say something about this in the manual. It warns you this glitch is actually one of the bad guy's magic spells. Yeah. Sorry guys, I think you were just eating a little too much fruitcake when making this part of the game. As a kid, I had no idea that this was a glitch. I literally spent hours on the screen wandering around thinking there was an exit. The thing is, there actually is one. Somehow, kid me was so stubborn, I think I went every single possible direction somehow. Then the last direction you go is up. If you do that, you'll find a door that doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. This shocked me so much as a kid, I screamed and pulled my controller so hard it unplugged the console. I actually started crying, but I knew my mom would turn off the game if she heard me. So I held my breath and started hiccuping and gasping. I literally thought I was going to choke on my tears. It only made me cry more that I had to plug the game back in by myself. I was so scared that I would get electrocuted and die from the wires. I was actually always afraid of electrical sockets too because I thought they were looking at me. Come on, I wasn't a weird kid, I promise. I got over it after that. So I started the game again, and with my hands shaking, I went back into the maze. But what's super weird was that somehow I was able to get right back to the door. I was so happy I almost started screaming again, but remembered to hold my breath halfway. Now I was going to be able to see what was in the secret door. Or so I thought. It was locked, and I've never been able to find any key in the game that opens it. Since then, I can actually get to the door pretty consistently if I concentrate. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and it feels different every time, so I can't give any advice. I know this sounds really fake, but if anyone ever figures out a way to open the door, please, please, please sign my guest book. I'll even put you in my Hall of Fame. You know, so there can be someone in it besides me. Heh. Mood. Nostalgic. Listening to Dragon Blazers Glacier.
Recent sightings. This sighting comes, again, courtesy of Noelle Holiday.
The other night, I went down to eat leftover pizza, but when I went down, it was dark and I couldn't find the switch, and I saw Icy on the box, and he winked at me! I screamed. Only my sister believes me.
An update to the sighting.
Story update! My sister burned the box in the grass to kill it, and it smelled like charcoal pizza. She burned out Icy's eyes, and he looked evil. And as he said, took it, and said we should bury the box, and Chris dug a hole in the ground in the graveyard, and I was so scared a zombie would come up, and I tried to say, Chris, I'm scared. And they turned around with the box over their face, and I screamed so Des hit them, and took it away, and threw it away. And I think it's going to come kill me.
For those that enjoyed these sightings, be sure to take a look at the ones from her sister.
Welcome to holidaygirl1225's Game, Secrets, Glitches, and Theories blog. As you may know, Cat Pedders 2 is one of this admin's favorite games. To those that don't know, it's a game where you take care of a cat and raise it. Sounds simple, right? Actually, the game has a really deep animation and breeding system, so players have been able to hex edit the game data to create brand new pets. If you download the right mods, you can raise birds, hamsters, cars, cartoon characters, and even more. Mew Mew Queen's Simpton Family Pack is a great example of how far things can go. However, you have to be careful because not all mods are very compatible. When pets fall in love, an egg appears and it hatches into a new pet that combines the animation and visual data of the two parents. Meaning, if you try to breed a hamster and a car, you'll either get a complete freak of nature, or worse, you'll get this message: incompatible pet. Then the game will freeze and the music will glitch out. I was so scared of seeing this message as a kid, I would punish my pets so that they would never fall in love. If an egg did appear, I would throw in the trash right away. Until one day. Mood. Nostalgic. Listening to Cat Pedders 2 OST, Corrupted, No Cats. If you have no pets, it's known that there's a rare chance for an egg to appear giving you a random pet. This is the only way to get some of the secret cats in the game, which are still super rare on top of that. So it's a lot of waiting for eggs, hatching them, and throwing away tons of cats trying to get the perfect character. This caused other problems, but I'll explain that another time. But one day, when I was trying to get the ultimate cat, something weird happened. A white egg appeared up on my screen, but there was a message with it. Special. I was really excited. I've never gotten a special egg before. In fact, I'd never even heard of it at all. I sat there for an hour, waiting to see what it would turn out to be. Maybe I would be the first one to discover a brand new cat. But what was weird is, the egg never hatched. I started to worry that it was some kind of glitch, so I decided to try and get rid of it before it hurt my computer. And that's where things got really strange. No matter what I did, I couldn't move or throw away the egg. I tried clicking it over and over, and in the end, all that happened is it made some sort of weird sound. This freaks me out so much I deleted the game and reinstalled it, but the egg was still there, obviously. Now that I'm older, I think what happened is I had so many mods installed that the egg didn't know what to hatch into. But at the time, I thought my computer was haunted or something, or the egg was going to kill me. After a few hours of freaking out, I eventually faced my fears and loaded up the game again. The egg was there, but it didn't seem to be doing anything. So I started raising it like it was a normal pet, brushing it and playing with it and stuff. By the end of the day, I actually started thinking it was a cool pet, and maybe I could try to figure out how to upload it online as a mod. I wasn't able to do that though. The next day, when I opened the game, the egg was gone, with a message that said it left home due to happiness. Usually the message is, pet left home due to sadness. and only happens because you neglected your pet. It's not supposed to happen because you were nice. One last thing. The egg actually had a name, but I don't remember what it was. It's been driving me crazy ever since. If anyone else has ever seen an egg in their game like this, please sign my guest book. Please. First one gets 100 cheesy points from me. I barely ever receive fan mail. No pressure, guys. But just in case I ever get an email from anyone out there, I have this habit of always reading my spam mail, just in case it's someone real. Mostly it's just weird stuff like, Hochi mamas can get big too. Promise I wasn't looking at any weird sites, guys. Okay? But one day, one of the spams I got was nothing but random letters and numbers. I figured it was probably a failed attempt at sending me a virus, but I thought, what if I tried putting it into Cat Petters too as a mod? So I did, and weirdly enough, it actually managed to load. For people that don't know the game, it has a special visual style. All the pets are made of circles that get animated around. One circle will be the head, another the eyes, another the pupil, another the body, etc. But I guess the game didn't like the data very much because this pet was only one blue circle. Yeah, just one blue circle floating in the air. The animations didn't work and it never moved, except for occasionally glitching out. All of the stats were really bad and all my pets really hated it, except for certain ones. Well, I couldn't explain why anyone liked it, but it was really funny to see who did. What's weird is that the circles seem to be able to multiply. Normally you need 2 pets to fall in love to make a new pet, but after a while, even if the circle was by itself, a congratulations message would come up, and then there would be 2 circles. I thought this was funny, but the circles started piling up. I tried to throw them in the trash, but they were multiplying too fast. My screen was nothing but congratulations messages when the game crashed. Needless to say, I had to wipe all my pets. Lesson learned about using files from weird emails. Until next time, dun dun da!
This is a private post. Only friends can see this.
It's funny, there was a time when they were coming over almost every day. We'd play and we'd play, then after a while they would suddenly get very still, like they were remembering something. They'd go into the dining room to get a snack, then after a few moments I'd hear the piano. The first few times I went in to watch them play, but when they realized I was looking, they'd always shut the piano and come back. So over time, I just started staying on the couch in the living room. I'd lie there, listening to them play, sometimes for hours, sometimes even until I fell asleep. Even then, what were they thinking about me? Maybe they weren't thinking about me at all. They didn't have a piano at their house, so they probably just came over to use mine. Even then, with my eyes open, there were times when I wasn't even sure if we were friends. But when I closed my eyes, it felt like a concert, just for me.
This is a private post. Only friends can see this.
So, that new girl I keep talking about? She really, really, really hates Chris. And you know what's weird? Literally only Chris seems oblivious to this. Or, no, are they oblivious? They're literally getting bullied. Do they just not care? Then again, who knows what Chris is thinking? I just don't get why they don't tell their mom. Or better, switch seats with me, like I keep saying. Lol. I guess they just don't want to be at the front of the class. But she doesn't ever bully me, even when there'd be a huge opportunity to. So, come on, switch seats. Everyone would be safer that way. Like, you're not going to believe what happened today. Lol. After the bell rang, as usual, everyone rushed to see who could get out of class first. I stayed behind a bit to help Alphys put away some books and look for some mysteriously missing supplies. Meanwhile, Chris was still asleep, face down on a totally blank notebook page, and for some reason, Susie hadn't left either. She was just sitting there, staring at Chris's head. Sniffing it? Wonder if she'd like scented candles. Eventually, I started to leave too. I even almost said bye this time, but I was a bit worried about Chris, so I stayed outside the classroom to, watch? I had to stay totally out of sight, holiday family ninja style, since Susie didn't seem like she was going to do anything until she made sure I was gone. After a while, Susie got up, knocking her chair over. She jumped into Miss Alphys' seat and put her shoes up on the desk, getting dirt everywhere. I just know I'm going to have to clean that. She grabbed the apple Birdley had given Alphys a few days ago. You know, one of the ones she has literally never eaten. Held it up and started talking.
Hey, idiot.
Chris didn't look up.
Hey, idiot.
Chris still didn't look up.
Chris!
Chris looked up. Susie rolled her eyes and showed all of her horrible and very cool teeth.
Nice shampoo. Apple flavor, right? Better be careful about wearing that around me.
Then she bit the whole apple in half, including the core. She even ate the seeds, which, contain arsenic, if you didn't know. Don't eat those, Susie. Anyway, Chris didn't react, so she continued.
Keep smelling like apples. You might end up like this.
Chris didn't react.
Bitten.
She pointed to the apple.
In half.
There was, like, the most awkward silence, and then snickering. But it wasn't Susie. No, it was Chris, just barely stifling some laugh. Did they think that was some kind of weird joke? Whatever it was, Susie must have thought she was getting made fun of, because she immediately just launched the apple right at Chris. But Chris, with their gamer reaction speed, held up their notebook like a shield and blocked it diagonally, bouncing it into the air, and actually caught the apple. Then took a bite out of it. Gosh, though, did that make Susie mad?
You little...
She ran over and grabbed Chris by the hair, staring into their face, really close. I froze. I knew that if I didn't do anything, Chris would get hurt, or worse. But something inside me just froze. I just stood there, holding my breath, and Susie kept talking.
One day, your mom's gonna get sick of you, you little freak. And as soon as that happens...
Susie laughed. I felt genuinely sick.
Someone might make you disappear, and she'll finally realize how happy she was without you.
But after all that, Chris didn't say anything at all. Susie exploded.
Say something, you idiot!
It felt like her voice echoed around the room forever. Then, when it finally went quiet, Chris's mouth looked like it moved. To be honest, moved so slightly, I couldn't even tell if they said something, or what. But whatever it was, Susie's attitude suddenly completely changed. She let go of Chris, backing off quickly, then left the room in such a hurry, she easily would have won today's leaving first race. I really wish I could have seen her reaction, but I was so scared she would see me that I literally just jumped into my locker. In the end, all I could see through the little slats was her shape from behind, going towards the entrance of the school with her head held low. Finally, I heard the entrance door close. I sighed, and suddenly all that frozen feeling that had built up in my chest flew out of my body all at once. Holy cheese and crackers, I said to myself. I almost started laughing from relief. Then suddenly, my locker's door flung open. Chris was standing there. I started to stutter hello, and they just slowly shut the door on me and left. Well, that just happened. Lol. I ordered apple shampoo. Maybe if I wear it too, she won't bother Chris as much.